Well, good morning, guys. I'm at work. Got here a little early today so that I could make this video unobserved. Because people watch you when you're trying to make a video, and they try to ease up on you to try to hear what you're saying. And what I'm gonna have to say is not for my coworkers' ears. Now, right here, this is what we got finished yesterday. We took that all the way up to the top. So that's done there. It's all stone. And like I say, these darn stone here are like 70 pounds a piece. 70, almost 80 pounds. One of the guys weighed one of them at the, I guess at the yard and whatever. So yeah, they're about almost 80 pounds a piece. The full ones, now the cut ones are less. But anyway, we got that up. And we skipped this section here. This section here gets all brick. That gets all stone all the way to the top there. This gets brick right here. This section right here, this is stone. This goes all the way up to there. And then we got that much done there, all the way up to where the steel is. So now we gotta go across the steel and take it on up the rest of the way. And that's it for the stone right there on this one. It stops right there. And then we got brick right here. Goes all the way here. It looks like they're trying to get all the stone done first, because we skipped the brick spot over there. And so I'm guessing we'll finish that right there today, and then we'll skip this brick spot here, and then we'll come over here and run this stone up here. So we'll move the scaffold over, and then we'll do that. The stone goes all the way up here, and I'm not sure what goes in the front right here. It might be stone, it might be brick, but on this side here, the stone goes all the way up there, and then the stone stops right there, and the rest all the way down to the end down there is all brick. So, but I'm thinking we're gonna probably do all the stone, first. So, I'm thinking today we'll probably get that stone up all the way to there. We'll finish that spot out there, and then we'll move the scaffold over to here. And then tomorrow we'll come in and finish this part up, and then they'll probably jump over here to this side and do the stone here. So this stone is killing me. I think I'm gonna take a day off this week, because I can see pretty much how this is going with this stone and stuff. Well, that stuff is heavy. And the other guy is back. The other bricklayer, he's back. So the way this works out here, there's the boss, who's the dad, and he does most of the brickwork, the block and everything. He does the work and everything. And then his son, he's got a couple of sons that work with him. He's got one son that does concrete, and he doesn't work out here with us. And he's got another son that works with us. He's the one that smashed his finger on the dumpster. And he was off for a couple of weeks, but he's back now. He came back yesterday. Now, I go by my initials on the job. I don't tell people my full name. Of course, the boss has a full name on my application and everything, and my taxes and all that. But the regular employees don't know my full name, because I don't want anybody Googling me and none of that insanity. So they don't know my full name. At least they're not supposed to. But anyway, I'm back in the truck now. But anyway, people are nosy, you know. And like I say, I can't tell people my business. I don't tell people my business. I try to keep them as, you know, in the dark as possible because, like I say, jealousy. But anyway, turns out the uh, the other son, he came back to work today. Now, before this happened, I think it was a couple of weeks ago. He's got another son. He does the concrete, whatever. He happened to come out on the job, and you know, I'm like, hey, how's it going or whatever. You know, hey, this is such and such a name. I forgot his damn name, but anyway, he calls me by my full name, my name, which he should not have known. You know, now the boss asked me my name, whatever. You know, he's like, how do you pronounce your name or whatever? My name's kind of, you know, hard to pronounce and everything or whatever. So I'm like, you don't, whatever, you know, just, you know, my initials. I just give him my initials or whatever, you know. Just call me that. That's good enough, you know. Don't try to, you know, to figure it out, whatever. It's not important. You know, my wife was wondering whatever, you know, I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is your damn wife digging into my damn name for or whatever, you know. There's a lot in your name where people try to figure out where you're from, where's, you know, all this and everything, especially when it's not a common name, you know. And what's probably happened is they probably Google me, and things just ain't matching up, you know. They just can't believe that a black person ain't got no jail time, ain't got no kids, no. I moved into my own home, and you know, bought my own home in my 20s, and still living at the same place and whatever for all them years, and wasn't born here in Michigan, but been here in Michigan and had my own place for over 30 years or whatever. The things just don't match up because people automatically assume that black people, you know, are losers and are drug addicts and wife beaters and every other negative thing that you can put on black people. You know, we have that stigma, you know, which makes people, you know, especially white people, feel like they're better than black people and whatever, you know, which, you know, don't get me wrong. I like that. I'd rather you feel like you're better than me. I'd rather you pity me than to be jealous of me any day. You know, I'll take it. Well, that's why I don't tell people any of my business and whatever, because people pretty much assume the worst. They see that you're black and whatever. They're like, yeah, he's probably got 3 or 4 kids scattered all over the city. He's probably got baby mama drama thing going on. He's probably got, you know, everything you see on Jerry Springer. That's what pops into their mind, you know. And I'm cool with that. I don't have no problem with people thinking that and whatever, you know. It doesn't bother me and whatever, you know, because if they feel sorry for you or they feel like they're better than you are, you know, they're not going to be jealous of you. Jealousy is the worst possible thing that they can be and whatever, you know. So if I go to telling them my business and telling them how I'm not as screwed up as they probably are, you know, people ain't gonna love you for that. People aren't proud of you for doing good and having your shit together. People get jealous, you know. You know, they feel like, you know, how the hell did you get away with? How did you do this? That's human nature. For some reason, that's why I don't like human beings. It's human nature. But anyway, the son, you know, came to the job and said my name and whatever, and I'm like, you know, one of the sons came to the job, said my name and whatever, which he should not have known, you know. So obviously they're discussing my name amongst each other, you know, at least him and that son, whatever. I'd never met him before, first time on the job, and he tried to, you know, say my name or whatever, you know. That's just a stab, like, you know, yeah, I know you're trying to be personal, you don't want your business out and everything, but I know your full name, you know. Like, I mean, if it's no big deal. You know, with the day and age now, you got Google. You know, you can tell anything, anybody's business that you want to know. You can tell, you can find out about them. You know, there's no secrets anymore. But the thing is, you know, it's a free country and whatever, and I don't mind that. Whatever, I can understand why people would want to, you know, check you out and, you know, run your name through the child molestation thing and whatever, and the you know, what is that thing they got? The predator list or whatever, to make sure you're not a sex predator or whatever, or during mass murder or something or whatever. I can understand that. That's smart, you know. People should do that, you know, and everything, you know. But once you look through that and you see that, okay, this guy isn't a serial killer, this guy isn't a child molester, you know, he hasn't been in prison, You know, he's not, he doesn't kill anybody or anything like that and whatever. You know, everything's good and whatever. You know, he's pretty stable. He's lived in the same address for this many years and everything. Wherever he's working, you know, doing his thing, wherever he's okay. You know, let them not let it go. You know, but no, you know, they want to dig and dig and dig. You know, whatever. You know, the thing is, you know, they're not happy with finding everything good. They want to find something bad. You know, people want something. They want something. They want some leverage on you. People are always looking for leverage. You know, they want something that they can use against you. You know, something they can, you know, have over you. Something they can have on you. You know, and they'll dig until they find it. You know, that's what's going on, whatever. You know, so and if they know that you're a private person, well, they want to let you know. I know your business anyway, or whatever. You know, even though you're trying to keep your stuff private, you know, they're like it's like a slap in your face. You know, like ha, I know your full name. You know, and so you know, he said it. I'm like, man, you don't call me by that, or you know, it's my initials. Call me by that. That's it. You know, is that how you pronounce? Well, no, that subject is over. My initials. That's it. You know. So he was like, "Oh, no problem, man." He like apologetic or whatever. Like, I didn't mean nothing by it. Blah blah blah. Like, oh, it's okay, no problem, man. Just don't do that again. Just my initials. That's it. You know. He's like, "Okay, no problem," and that was over. You know. Then like I say, the other son hurt his finger a couple of weeks ago. He just came back, and yesterday he called me by my full name or whatever. So I'm like, man, you don't use that name. How do you even know? You're not even supposed to know that name or whatever. You know. Oh, no problem, man. You know, it's just you know, it's just, you know, just C. You know, just call me by my initial. You know. So he's like, okay. A couple of hours later, he did it again. I'm like, man, what did I tell you? You know, you got that stuck in your mind. Whatever. You're not supposed to know that. Whatever. You know. And then the boss, you know, he overhears it. Whatever. Which he's the one that told him, because he's the only one that had my information. Whatever. That's the only way that they would know my name. You know, was by him running his mouth and telling my damn business to them. So obviously they're all discussing me over the table at home or whatever. This guy's that. You know, and they checked through the records or whatever, like 10 years ago, and said, well, you worked for us before and whatever. My wife found your, you know, in my in the old stuff where, like, you know, they even kept records for 10 damn years. You know, I don't remember working for these people at all. I don't think I ever did. You know, and if I did work for them before, well, it was as a bricklayer. It wasn't as a laborer, and they would know that. They would know that if they really know my thing of it. So they really don't know. They were lying. They were fishing. You know, it's what they were doing. You know, they're fishing for information, whatever. They really didn't know. You know, I'm like, I doubt if I, you know, worked for you guys, you know, that long ago, whatever, because I probably wasn't even in Michigan then, or whatever. You know, but they're like, you know, they're trying to find out, you know, what's going on, who, what, when, and where. And I'm like, no, man, you know. But anyway, I told him again. I'm like, man, don't do that again. Whatever. I say that's the last time. And at that point, I was ready to walk off the job, because if you're dealing with people that don't respect your privacy, they don't respect you in any way, shape, or form. Whatever. You're a grown man. They're a grown man. You tell them, look, man, you call me by this, and that's that. Whatever. Yeah, that's my name and everything. Whatever. But out here, just call me by this. You know, we're gonna let that go. We're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna discuss it. You know, that's that. You know. But see, the thing is, they know I don't want them to know my business, and they they're curious, you know, and really they know more than what they can actually say. They know where I live. They know, you know, just about everything that you can find out on Google. They know, you know, even more so, or probably more than what I can, you know, think they know. Or probably know if I'm married, single, you know, where I live. They probably know who lives with me, and whatever. Probably knows, you know, how long I've been there, you know, what vehicles I've drove in the past and everything, or whatever, and all that stuff or whatever, you know. And the thing is, they want to talk about it. They want to know how my black ass got all this stuff, and I'm living this good a life and whatever, and because I got it pretty much well. I'm pretty much well set. Whatever. I'm not rich by any stretch of the imagination or whatever, you know. Because if I was, I wouldn't be out here killing myself lifting these darn heavy ass block or stone. But you know, I've got it better than a lot of people, you know, and people, you know, they have their issues or whatever, and they're probing, they're trying to see what's going on, because I don't know whether it's their racism. They're like, they just can't believe that you being black, me being black, can have my shit together. Something's got to be off or whatever, or they want to talk about it. How is it that you got your shit together and whatever? How is it that you? Here comes one of them now. That's the laborer there. Funny thing about the laborer, when I first came to the job, I came over to the mixer where he was working at, and I asked him, are they hiring or whatever? He said, oh yeah, they're hiring, whatever. If you want to work, whatever, we gotta work. Where we gotta come to work every day. You got this, you got it. He automatically assumed that being that I'm black, I'm gonna be unreliable, undependable. I'm not gonna come to work every day and crazy stuff like that, which I can understand because my people, my black ass people, have fucked up our reputation or whatever when it comes to work or whatever. I so many lazy fucking black people that people look at black people and automatically, as soon as you walk on the job, when you're a black person, you walk up on a job, 10 other black people before you have come probably walking up on that same job, and 10 they probably had to fire all 10 of them for the same fucking reason, for being lazy, for being assholes, for not wanting to work, whatever, for working slow, for coming to work late, all the other bullshit and whatever. How the hell can you be mad at white people for being prejudiced against you as being black because 10 other black motherfuckers have fucked up and whatever and fucked up the reputation for you. You can't be mad at them for that and whatever, so I give them a little leeway. I'm like, I understand how they feel. That's just the way it is. I don't fault white people. I fault black ass motherfuckers and shit and whatever, Any black person that comes working up on the job after I leave these people and I'm not working with them anymore, they're going to be like, well, maybe this guy is like, like the guy we had before. Like, they're going to think they're like me and whatever. I've made a good showing, I've made it where they might be like, okay, maybe you'll be a good worker or whatever, They may forget about the other 10 fuckers that came and fucked off and only think about me. Then again, I don't know. Their racism might be so deep that they're like, oh, this guy's a one of a kind or whatever, They're all like that and whatever. Every once in a while, you'll find a diamond, whatever. But that's, that may be how they think or whatever. But if that's how they think, then that's how they think. There's nothing I can do about that. But anyway, people just want to know your business and whatever. I can't tell these people. These people are all losers, and in spite of the fact that they've got money, they work and they make good money. These people make really good money doing this work and whatever. They're right down from the laborers all the way up to the bricklayers or whatever. But their lives are miserable. They've got drinking problems. They've got baby mama issues or whatever. This guy here, I'm telling you his business or whatever, but you'll never know who he is. So, it doesn't matter. He's just a random person. This guy's, I overhear the talking because they run their mouth. I mean, it's like a Jerry Springer damn show. They're talking about he's got himself hooked up with this woman that's got kids and whatever, and blah blah blah. He doesn't have any kids, but he's dealing with a woman that does. When you're desperate and whatever, when you're a loser, that's what you have to settle for. But anybody with any sense would not mess with a woman that's got kids if he don't have kids themselves. But anyway, that's that. Looks like we're getting ready to start working, so I'm going to leave you guys with that. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.